Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. So, welcome today's uh, the Festival of Enlightenment series, and we are talking about mind today. Of course, we have discussed so many different things in this series. We discussed about how we are not body, but we are the soul. We understood what are the different karmas they work. We understand how the modes of nature, how this nature is made, and how nature impacts us. That we understood. And today we are studying another element of the nature, which is mind. Hmm. So let's start with small prayer. ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ अज्ञानातिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरोन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयति यत्कृपातमहं श्रीगुरुदेव। हरे कृष्ण। So आशा करता हूँ I hope that this section, these sessions will be helping, will be you will be finding these sessions useful in your life. Okay, let me know how many of you attended all three sessions which I have passed then. All three sessions. Oh, wonderful. Okay, at least two sessions. Anything. Okay, good. Oh, last session only. One session just. Okay, good. How many? Who is there who has come just first session today, first time? Okay, good. So welcome all of you. Even you have come first session, doesn't matter. You will get the recordings of the previous sessions. That will you will find those helpful in your life. Okay, Hare Krishna. So this is why this is so helpful, because this is a manual, life manual, which is Bhagavad Gita, which is proved helpful, or maybe light giving source for many of their lives. That's why you mentioned, right? Jnana timirandesya jnananjana shalakya. Our life is into darkness, and this Bhagavad Gita is showing the light into it. And we are thankful to His Divine Grace, S.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, who gave this light in the lives of whole mankind. Hmm. And today we are discussing about mind, your mind. Hmm. The science of mind. It's very complex puzzle actually, mind, isn't it? Many times we try to understand mind, but mind tricks us. Many times we don't understand. We are dealing with mind, but something else. Hmm. So let us understand now the nature of the mind. What mind actually is. Hmm. So first of all, you have to identify what mind is and where mind exists, and where we can, of course, last time if we understood, there are different elements. We can see something like, matter means, which is this stable is the matter. We can see it, we can measure it, we can touch it, feel it, but can we feel the mind? Okay, 1 kg mind. How much mind do you have? 2 kg mind, or maybe 1 kilometer lamba mind. No, we don't have that kind of measurement for the mind. Not even we can put in our hand, this is the mind. Like, I can see, show my hand is this, my leg is this, my eye is nose. But where is my mind? It is a very subtle element. So let us try to understand what is this. Have you ever heard, and have you ever experienced, there are two voices coming from within? Yes, have you experienced these two voices coming from within? These two voices arguing and competing and fighting. No, yes, no, that. Many times we see that. When this is called as a dvidha monosthiti, dual mindedness, right? So in this way, we have two logics, two ideas which are competing with each other. Both are coming from within only, and we have wondered, "Kare, I'm the same person, but why these two thoughts are coming from within, which are completely different? I am convinced both of them, and we are fighting for this. These two, things are coming like this. Of course, this is a Bhagavad Gita shloka. We understand what our constitution is. Hmm? Okay, so let us read this shloka. Able to see this right on the screen? Clear? Okay. Bhumirapo nalo vayu. Everyone. Kham mano buddhireva cha ahankara iti yam me भिन्ना प्रकृतिर अष्टधा. Somebody can read the translation. Please raise your hand. Guru. Guru.
Earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, and false ego. All together, these eight constitute my separated material energy.
Okay. So here Krishna is introducing us to eight material energies. Whatever we see, they are constituted here. Whatever we see, which is these are divided and categorized into these eight elements. First is Bhumi. What is Bhumi? Earth. Then Aap means water. Anala, fire. Okay, संस्कृत पढ़ के आए लग रहा है. Vayu, air. Kham, ether. These are the matter we are seeing. And again, this matter, list of matter doesn't end here. Krishna lists down as a mana, means mind, buddhi, intelligence, Evacha ahankara iti yam, and eighth element is ahankara. These are all matter, and these are Krishna's energy. Of course, few of them we are able to see, but few of them we are not able to see, which are called as sthula elements and sukshma elements, gross and subtle elements. Gross elements are bhumi, rapa, anala, vayu, kham, and subtle elements are mana, buddhi, ahankar. And in this mana, buddhi, ahankar, we can see that mana and buddhi, two things are there present here. Mana and buddhi. So you understand with these two voices which are coming from within us, what are those? Mana and buddhi. Mind and intelligence both are giving their ideas, and we have to choose one of them. Hmm? This is how these two voices compete in us. What is the intelligence job of intelligence? How do intelligence work? Intelligence works based on merely on the logic, which is right, what is wrong, how is it right? Viveka buddhi, we can't talk about. And mind, how mind works? Mind always tells, ki, okay, I like it, I don't like it. This is what I experience is very nice. This is experience is not good. So let's just avoid it and let us have it. So what is good, mind wants to have it. What is not good, mind wants to have it. And that's how these two voices keep coming. Hmm? Whenever this and this voices will always fight. Whenever we go to a particular feast, ना marriage का feast समझ लीजिए example, and there is a big array of the sweet dishes or many nice palatable cuisines are kept, and we go there and put our plate heaps of the heap, and finally we come to the gulab jam section or maybe sweet section, and we immediately understand, अरे नहीं, doctor has said not to have it because calories, sugar, and this and that. And this is one voice comes, and another voice comes, अरे नहीं, this is the only last time I had it was few months back, that gulab jam, now it is come, let us have it. अरे the fragrance is so nice, and they have put lots of essence into it, अरे khush hai, kesar, everything is, and they will tell. Another this is another voice, nobody else is telling, and then not the caterer or the waiter is telling about you, but this voice is coming from within. And these two voices will compete. Another voice immediately saying, no, no, why you want to have it? Your health will go bad. Again, doctor ka chakkar lagana padega. Another says, Arey Baba, today is a cheat day, man. And so these are the two voices coming. Now you understand which voice is coming from which. Hmm? Which voice is coming? The voice is telling, eat, man, eat. Where is it coming from? Mind. And the voice which is coming telling, don't eat. Where is this coming from? Intelligence, very intelligent, right? So mind talks about likes and dislikes. My whatever pleasing experiences that he has, he wants to repeat it, and he is compelling us for that. And whatever dislike, whatever unpleasant situation, it wants to reject it. That this is the likes and this is how mind works. But question is how mind takes the decisions whether I want to have it, I don't want to have it. Hmm? Based on what? Past experiences, isn't it? We call them as sanskaras. Sanskaras are the impressions accumulated by the mind. Hmm? And the question is, of course, we have heard this word sanskara many times, right? Sanskaras. And where these sanskaras are stored? These are sanskaras are stored in our mind only. Many times we use this word samskar. Sanskar in many multiple meanings. Somebody does something wrong, or neighbor का बच्चा आके आपका गाड़ी पे scratch निकाल देता है. What we say? क्या संस्कार है ना? What संस्कार है here? And some boy comes and touches your feet and takes the blessings, and what you say? क्या संस्कार है ना? What is so sanskar is like that. Sanskar means what then? What we understand sanskar is from? Sanskar is the training that we have got, the impressions that we have got, the character, or maybe the what do you say? Uh, Qualities that we have acquired. These are sanskaras. Of course, whatever we have seen, experienced in the previous lives of in a life, that are called sanskaras. And where the mind picks up the sanskaras from? It picks up from everywhere. and every time it's collecting all of them. Mm. This impression, whatever we see around, whatever we experiences around, whether it is from the social media, whether it is from the TV serials, whether it is from the movies, or whether it is from our neighboring surroundings, our parents, our relatives, our friends, our teachers, and whatever talks is happening around us. So we collect all the sanskaras from them. Even while going on the streets, we'll see lots of billboards. Our mind will keep on capturing it, and that's how our sanskaras will keep on accumulating. Hmm? Impressions, like we say, people are talking about, talking about, "Arey, paisa kamao," and we are going to be that. Whatever desires that we have got, these are all the results of our impression. छोटे छोटे बच्चों को पूछते हैं ना कि भाई क्या बनोगे आगे जाकर, है ना? बच्चा बोलता है, नहीं नहीं, आई विल बिकम अ कलेक्टर. हमें लगता है बड़े भाई कलेक्टर बनेगा, but the only collector that he has seen in his life is a ticket collector. Because he has lots of money. I want to become a collector. It happened in our childhood. My brother wanted to become a collector. Father was so happy. And he was, which collector? A ticket collector. So whatever we see, we just talk about it. What we achieve, what we purchase, what we are going to purchase in a supermarket. And you go to the supermarket, and there is a big array of toothpaste. Which toothpaste will purchase? Colgate only, na? Because on a childhood itself, toothpaste equal to Colgate. That's all. And then many times it's just so hard printed in our mind that we don't call it toothpaste at all. We call it Colgate only, isn't it? Haven't experienced this. Colgate only. Colgate means toothpaste. That's all. Whether it is of a different brand, this is Colgate only. So this is our impressions, the sanskaras that we have been bought from the childhood till now. We keep it. Hmm? So who decides that? Who dictates us? All these things are what are sanskars. What we see, they are dictating us what we are going to do, what choices we are going to take, what kind of a dress we are going to wear, what kind of products we are going to use, and what we are going to be in the future lives. This is all dictated by this sanskar. You know, mind is of course. Have you worked on a photo editing or video editing? What is the best photo editing tool have you ever used? Photoshop and video editing thing, Premiere Pro, KineMaster, so many are there. Like, you know, so best photo editing tool that I will tell you, or maybe video editing tool is mine. Really, whatever we see, videos or whatever we see around us, mind keeps on recording it, and when we are asleep, mind will edit it. The hero that we have seen in the movie will be edited out, and we will put into that place, and we will be doing all the herogiri there in the our dream, the movie of our dreams. It happens. Mind keeps on tracking and replacing and keep on editing. We cannot edit future. We cannot edit our past and present, but mind will keep on working on to change it, and it's unstoppably doing this. Hmm? Once what happened, you know, I have seen there are so many counseling happens when the boys they come to me and all these things. Once one boy came, and he was crying suddenly, and I asked him why we are crying, and because he came after 1 month gap, or the course was there. 1 month gap he came. This is Prabhuji, मैं घर चला गया था. I went home. And why you went home? And suddenly for vacation he went home. And why you are crying? Prabhuji, शादी हो गया. Because he was from Bihar or something, and the parents don't ask their children whether they want to get married or this girl is good or not. Just make him sit here. That's all. Surprise for him. I get married. That's all. It was a surprise for him. And after that, Prabhuji mein दो का चार हो गया. आ गया. And nobody asked his choice also. And then he was crying, and I was consoling him, beta nahi aisa hota hai, kya kare, well, life is that, now you have to carry on with your responsibilities, and I was counseling so much, and there's so much energy I put into that. And of course it was morning time, he went off. Afternoon time I was so tired. I went to take a nap, and in the nap the same movie reeled again, and even I was in the ashram, but I got married, and then I was crying to my seniors, Sir, Prabhuji, why didn't you save me from this? And I woke up and then I saw enemy. I'm still in ashram. Thank God. I started chanting like this happens. So our mind keeps on editing it and keeps us keep showing us a new reality. We have we would have seen a mountain, we have seen a gold. Our mind will create a new reality of a golden mountain which doesn't exist. This is how mind keeps on reading. And now, how mind works. Let us see. Their mind has some acronym. So let's see. We understand the working of the mind based on this acronym. Mind M means it magnifies the problem. I means infinite. It gives infinite thoughts and is never in the present, deep or distraction. Hmm? Let us see. And as for stress and anxiety, so first we see what it does. Mind. First job of mind is to magnifies the problem. Now you would have seen that analysis ka paralysis, right? Mind will keep on analyzing the problem and analyzing in a such and different angles and directions where it's not whether it is not real or not, or whether real or not real. It brings us and it magnifies it. Keeps on thinking on it. Even though we have thought on that particular problem hundreds of times, but mind will not get tired to think on it 101st time. Hmm? And whatever we have seen, it tries to magnify it. We have seen an example in our devotee community itself. Like there's one devotee, a couple in Belgaum somewhere, and Corona happened. Corona came, and everywhere the lockdown was there. Suddenly, their husband got a news that wife got a Corona, infected by Corona, and she was admitted and she was taken away. And because of just with the news, this Prabhuji got a heart attack and unfortunately passed away. And the wife, who was contracted with the corona, she went into quarantine, took the treatment, and came back safely home. But the person who didn't got the corona, he passed away. So we made this problem like a huge. We have seen this in the corona time itself. The problem was like a simple fever, but the because of this so much social media and the news and the hypes and the severity of corona intensified much higher. Mm. So this is it keeps on increasing our problems. Mm. So when we keep on thinking on the problems which are not existing at all, what happens? The problem, our confidence is lost. The simple problem looks like a bigger, and when the problem goes behind, we think that यार इतना छोटा सा problem था. Hmm? So, whenever you have seen example, whenever we are in the school days, our exams, 10th standard exam, 5th standard exam, 4th standard exam, we were thinking, that kitna bada hurdle in my life, isn't it? When you pass that 4th standard exam, you say, "Arey, itna chindi exam tha, it was so simple exam." And the 5th standard exam is so big, we sweat for the exam, and teacher comes. Have you appeared any time in a Viva? Oral exams, है ना? And a simple questions they will ask, but we lose track of it. We lose the confidence in it. What teacher will ask, है ना? What teacher, whatever he has taught and whatever we have learned, same questions are coming up. Ohm's law, we don't remember even Ohm's law properly. And then teacher will keep on giving hints and the hints. The first teacher will ask a very difficult question, then keep asking simpler. Even the simplest question will not be able to answer it because mind has made the problem bigger. Even the teacher is asking simple questions, we think that yeah, it's a so complex question. Hmm? And that's how we lose our confidence there. Hmm? So the hypertension and these problems are big. Hmm? So these are some statistics. Hmm? So how to deal with these problems? Problems, mind. This is very simple trick. Of course, this is on a nice algorithm. It is here. So question comes: do you have a problem in your life? The algorithm will give answer from yes or no, and then if you have no problem, then why to worry? Hmm? But if you have a problem in case, do you have a solution? Can you do something about it? Problems hey, can you do something? If yeah, if no, then why do it? Because these problems are beyond our scope. But if you can do something about it, then why to worry? In any case, there is no chance, no point in worrying at all. This is simple argument. Yeah, this is a small video. I'm talking about how mind uh, amplifies the problem. This is how mind brings out. This is kind of the analysis of paralysis. So the problem will be very, very small, but by analyzing it and thinking about it more and more and more, the problem becomes bigger and bigger, and it comes to the paralysis. And we end up doing nothing. Hmm? Paralysis means we become completely incapacitative. We don't work at all. So this is why by just simply having this problem, an amplified problem, we lose our capacity. Even another phenomena of mind is that it has unlimited thoughts. Some I don't know, some researchers, some kind of, I read in the newspaper, the researchers had did this experiment that how much thoughts mind can generate in a day. They can, thousands and thousands of thoughts mind generates in a day. It's such a kind of a powerful processor it has. And even our processor, our modern processor that cannot work like that. Our mind works super fast. Many permutation, combination, many thoughts, many pop-ups will keep on coming uncontrollably, uncontrollably, keeps on doing. And whenever we see, it is full of all jumbling in our mind. Hmm? And we have seen, hmm, so more, we have seen this because of this mind thing. There are so many people getting frustrated because their mind is completely clogged with the different thoughts. Hmm? And we have seen, if the coronavirus would not have taken this many lives, like mind with the depression, people have got it. Hmm? Another phenomenon of the mind is that he doesn't stays in the present. It is said that the mind is a bird of two wings. One is the past and one is the future, and it keeps on flying. Hmm. So mind doesn't stays. Either it will keep on worrying. It will be repenting about the things that we have done in the past, and it will be keep on thinking about what will happen in the future. Either of these things will be keep on happening. Many of you would have experienced. Now you are sitting in the class, but how many of you have thought about today's India-Pakistan match, which is happening after, after going on match मिलेगा कि नहीं मिलेगा? Or maybe how many of you have thought about कि अरे प्रभु जी morning somebody had spoken something, अरे उसको क्या लग रहा होगा, है ना? So in this sitting in the class, we will be roaming all the world. Hmm? So mind will never allow us to stay in present. Hmm. But what happens with it, because when we are studying and we are doing trying to focus our mind into a particular work, mind will not allow to do that. Hmm. Past or the future, past or the future. You have the books in front of you, but you will not able to cover up even a single page out of it. And mind will keep on reeling around past and future, past and future, past and future. Hmm? It will always repent on our decisions that we have taken in the past. क्या क्या ऐसा नहीं करना चाहिए था, we should not have invested in that particular stock and this and that, and in future always keep on, अरे क्या होगा इस stock का, it will give me the gains or not, बच्चे क्या करेंगे, कब कैसे निकलेंगे हमारे बच्चे, how kids will perform in the exam, always will be worrying about it. It will reduce our productivity. It will reduce our focus in your activity or task that we have taken. Mm. But of course, whenever somebody does the practice of meditation, chanting, and does it for long times in their lifetime, these people we have seen. I have seen particularly they will be able to do so many tasks in a short time. Mm. I was perplexed to see their capacity of doing tasks. I've seen so many very senior devotees in our ISKCON itself who are chanting sincerely for long times and many years. And the vast amount of work they do, big projects they handle, and even while handling those projects, they will never lose their calm. How this is happening when we take any project, we just get crazy with the details that project possesses. And after when the project is going on, another example of Janmashtami festival, so many details are there. On the Janmashtami they will go mad, and so many things are there to do. But our senior devotees, they are so peacefully handling all the departments easily and peacefully. So this is the result of the controlling of the mind. With the help of this meditation and chanting of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, people are able to bind their mind to the present. When somebody is able to do this, binding the mind to the present and not allowing it to run in past and the future, this person is able to achieve many tasks, many things in a short time. Hmm. This is the result of the focused activities. Hmm. Experience the bliss of being in the present. We can practice this while chanting of Hare Krishna, with the meditation that we do here. Hmm. Another symptom of mind is a distraction. Distraction, what do you mean by distraction? Alternative attraction is a distraction. Mind will not, whatever we are doing it right now, mind will take us away from this place. Experience this. Whenever there is an exam and your friends are playing outside a cricket, your mind will always take, "Arey, go play cricket, go play 5 minutes only, man, 5 minutes only." And when you go to play cricket with them, mind will take, "Arey, padhai bacha hai kitna." Whenever we go to, you know when you go to movie, and the movie also, mind will keep on running for the work and studies and the work, our task. And when we go for the work, our mind will go for the movie there. So mind, it is not like that, what I like, what I don't know. Mind will always take you from this position, this place, to different place. Whatever. Alarm came. हाँ, ठीक है, dismiss कर देना. Running. Okay. Hmm. So mind will always take to a different place that you are. Let us do some experiment now. Okay. Now 30 seconds you have to sit closing your eyes and observe mind. That's all. Okay. Let us start. Time starts now. Last 5 seconds. Okay. Hare Krishna. Okay. Can somebody tell what all things mind threw on you when you are meditating or maybe observing yourself? Somebody can explain that, if it is explainable. Yeah. Okay. When you are closing eyes, you are able to envision this whole room, right? Yeah. Good. Hmm. Yeah. I didn't say you have to look into the room. I said you have to observe the mind, but mind was observing something else, right? Anybody else want to say something? What was your experience in this 30 seconds? It took you here and there. Yes. How many times you got here and there? Did you count? 2 or 3 times. Like, in 30 seconds, 20 times, you just ran away here and there. Right? So it is always taking us different places. Focusing is difficult. Mind always keeps us throwing different thoughts. Another phenomena of the mind is the stress and the anxiety. Mm. Mind will always keep on comparing us with somebody else. something else. See example right now. Just imagine a thought experiment. If you are sitting coming here sitting, I give everybody one of you an envelope, and after going home you have to open it, and when you go home and open it, 500 rupees, but your neighbor 1000 rupees, and suddenly 500 rupees after seeing you got a, of course I'm not going to give. So but after seeing 500 rupees you are so happy, but after seeing the 1000 rupees in your neighbor's envelope, your all happiness went away. And this is how mind works. It instead of focusing on what you have, it will also focus on what you don't have. This is how our appraisal interviews happens. Appraisal interviews, our boss will come and it will glorify and it will give the hike and this and that. We come out and it will tell, don't discuss your salary with anybody else. But still we go and discuss and ask the day, and all our happiness gets ruined. You know? So this is how our mind always keep on comparing with other somebody else, and by comparing all these things, uh, our performance, our happiness, our peace will get lost. Hmm? We go through the social media. We see all people, everybody is happy, faces there, है ना? And we say कि अरे भाई whole world is so happy. वो सारा दुख सिर्फ केवल मेरी जीवन में है. I mean the whole world, anybody is is sad, ugly, and all this is me only. And everybody sees their photographs so look so nice, है ना? So this is how when we compare, we don't see the moments in their lives which where they are struggling. We just see always the happy faces, happy times into their life, and we think, "Arey, my life is so distressed." We keep on comparing ourselves, and this is how mind destroys. Mind is an enemy, right? What do you think? What do you think? Mind is a friend or mind is an enemy? How many of you think that your mind is a friend? No, no. लगता है ना? And how many of you think mind is an enemy of us? The worst enemy, है ना? दुश्मन है हमारा. अरे, how many of you are still not don't know? वो पता नहीं. है ना? None of this. अरे प्रभु जी आप बताइए. It's the fourth option. Yes, of course. Let us ask to Krishna only now. What Krishna says about mind. Krishna says, बन्धुरात्मात्मनस्त्वस्य येनात्मैवात्मना जितः अनात्मनस्तु शत्रुत्वे वर्तेतात्मैव शत्रुवत्. Okay, Mataji said. Somebody can read the translation. Yeah. Yeah. So mind is a friend, mind is an enemy, both at the same time. Mind is the closest person to us. You know, when he's a friendly to us, he's a because he knows all our secret. The person who is very very close to us, if he's acting favorably, he is best friend. And but the same person which is very very close, who knows all our secret, and he's become any adversary for us, he becomes the worst enemy. Because he knows all our secrets, all the problems, is the worst enemy. And the mind, which is closer than anybody else in the world, hmm, it is the worst enemy and the best friend. When is a worst enemy when it is uncontrolled, and is the best friend when it's controlled. Hmm? See, mind will keep on tricking us. Mind will always tell us something which is keep on tricking us. Not now, later, not now, later. Hmm? You while coming to these classes also, it's some many times mind would have given obstructions. How many of you came willfully and happily coming here, or maybe you didn't get any problem, any distraction from the mind? Mind will say, "Arey, kya jana hai? Why to go to class? Arey, we have so many other things to do. So many other friends are there. We can go to this place and that place and go to outing and this." So many things would have come obstructions. And sometimes even nothing is there. Mind will say, "Arey, why to come out of home?" And coming 2 kilometers from your home to the center also is so difficult. है ना? Mind will always say, "अरे इतना दूर जाएंगे." Why to go so far? Arey, anyway, Prabhuji is going to send a link tomorrow. Let us see only. And otherwise, we'll ask somebody, or we'll send our wife and we'll ask the notes from her. That's all. And we never thought about that. The mind will keep on tricking us. Why not to come? Hmm? So this is a trick of the mind not to do that. And the same trick, the same challenge came to Arjuna's life also. And Arjuna said, because Krishna said, Arjuna, Arey, sit for the meditation, sit for the dhyanam. But Arjuna said, Chanchalam hi mana Krishna, pramati balavadridam, tasyaham nigraham manye, vayoriva sudushkaram. Prabhuji said. Anybody wants to read the translation?
The mind is restless, turbulent, obstinate, and very strong. O Krishna, and to subdue it, I think is more difficult than controlling the wind.
Hmm. So Arjuna is the best archer in the world, and he is telling a controlling mind is beyond my capacity. Hmm. So how powerful Arjuna was, all of you know, is the world best warrior, world best fighter, archer. Archer means he needs to have lots of concentration and focus. You have heard that story of Arjuna aiming at a bird's eye. And Dronacharya was allowing everybody, asking everybody, but allowed only Arjuna to shoot the arrow, and he hit the eye of the bird. And he was such a kind of a focused, concentrated person. And that person was telling, कि controlling mind is difficult. Hmm? Controlling mind needs lots of power. Will power is required. And of course, Arjuna also had a willpower, isn't it? Arjuna has a self-control. He has controlled all his senses. He could not have been distracted even from the Apsara like Urvashi. He went to Swarga. And the Swarga, the Apsara kind of Urvashi kind of Apsara came, like Urvashi herself came to Arjuna and said, okay, let us enjoy. There is no illicit anything there. No, no, even though he is married, the Swargas, there is no illicit things there. So it's all legal to enjoy now. So come. But that place also Arjuna said, no, you are like a mother to me because you are a wife of our, you beget a child from our ancestors. So I cannot. You are like a mother. That place, Arjuna is telling. Accepting Urvashi as a mother. He is not getting distracted. You know, imagine Apsaras. There is no comparison to the human beauties. You know? And there also Arjuna was controlled. Hmm? And that person is telling how mind is. Chanchala, Mana Krishna. Chanchala, Mana is very, very chanchal. He is distracted. Pramathi Balavadrudam is Pramathi is abstinent, turbulent, restless, and very, very strong. Drudham. And that mind is controlling that mind is even difficult than controlling the wind. Hmm. So this is what Arjuna's experience is. What to talk about us when we think about controlling our mind. You know? So mind will keep on changing. It is stubborn. Mind is very stubborn. You try to convince your mind something, it will not listen. It will start giving all the world's reasons and reasoning why he should not do, why one should not do. All feels logical. Hmm? Stubborn, refusing anything. If you ask your mind, कि अरे नहीं कल से मुझे 4:30 उठना है, we have to wake up in the morning 4:30. So mind will give so many challenges. Mind will give so many reasons why not to come, and we'll feel that everything is logical. एवरीथिंग लॉजिकल अरे प्रभु जी कल सुबह 4:30 उठना है प्रभु जी आज बहुत काम कर लिया आई वर्क सो हार्ड टुडे so many things were then and my body is tired and so many reasons will give and everything would look logical mind is very obstinate strong hmm? you know while convincing your mind you have come across this kind of a situation in your life you know मस्ती दिखाएगा। This is, we have a kid in our heart always who doesn't want to listen. You come across, we try to make him understand that nahi baba, बैठना है, पढ़ाई करना है, to do this, do that, do this, but mind will give n number of reasons why not do it. I don't know, and finally he says, I don't want to do it, don't want to do it at all. This is what mind is. Doesn't give any reason. This kind, like mind is controlling, the mind is like a controlling a child, of course. Isn't it? So you don't have only one child in your home. You have two childs. Your mind and your mind, child's mind also. So many things you have to control here. Hmm. Hmm. This is our situation. Then how to get out of this? Hmm. The Bhagavad Gita is not giving the problem, but it gives the solution to it also. See, what is the situation? What is the function of the body? This talks about the functional document of the body. What, how our body is composed of. We'll read this shloka. Okay, I will read this. आत्मानं रथिनां विद्धि शरीरं रथम एव च बुद्धिं तु सारथिं विद्धि मनः प्राग्रहम् एव च इंद्रियाणि हयाराहुर्विषयांस्तेषु गोचरान् आत्मेन्द्रिय मनोयुक्तं भोक्ता भोक्तेति आहुर्मनीषिणः. This is from Kathopanishad. How our body structure is made of. Hmm? Atmanam Rathinam Vidhi. You would have seen this picture many times. Atmanam Rathinam Vidhi. Atma is a charioteer. Where actually we see this, see ourselves. So somebody who's sitting behind. Huh? This is what we are. Atmanam Rathinam Vidhi. Ratham जो है, that Ratha is our body. And where is our senses? These are the horses. They are like our indriyas, senses. And where is the mind and where is the intelligence? Our mind, uh, no. Actually, the mind is the bridle ropes which are controlling the horses. That is the mind. And the bridle ropes are controlled by intelligence. That person you see, this is the intelligence. This is our bodily structure is and has to be. But what happens now? Our actually who's controlling whom? You see here, horses are controlled by bridle ropes, uh, and ropes are controlled by the horseman, है ना? And this horseman is controlled by the person who is the owner of this chariot, right? The Atma is the one who is the owner. He's the passenger. He will tell her, go here, go there. This has to be. Like when you are sitting in a cab, you are the boss there. You will tell the cab driver, go here and there. But cab driver will say, no, I will go somewhere else. And what will say? What will happen? What will be the situation of yours? So, "अरे, कहाँ लेके जाएगा मेरे को?" and he can and cab driver will say, "अरे, क्यों ऐसा कर रहे हो?" Cab driver will say, no, no, sir, my steering wheel is not listening to me because the steering cab driver is intelligence here, है ना? He's a driver and he's telling my steering wheel is not in my control. Steering wheel is rotating like that. And steering and steering wheel, if you ask steering why it is happening, that steering wheel and the tires connection is lost. And now you tell me, and your vehicle is running at a full speed of 100 kilometers per hour. What will be the situation there? Our situation is like that. Our indriyas are not in our control. Not our means they are not a control. They are not in the control of the mind. Mind is not in the control of the intelligence, and intelligence is not in control of the soul. And where the ratha will go, where the life will go, we don't know. Hmm? So this is kind of an uncontrolled, unpredictable situation that we are, and that's why we are fearful in our life. Why we have fear in the life? Because everything is predictable in the life, then of course we don't have fear. Unpredictability brings the fear. Hmm? And here, if you want to bring the predictability and the deterministic behavior in the life, what you have to do is Indriyas has to be controlled. Indriyas should not dictate you what you should be doing. You go to the mall and pakoda smell is coming and you just go like this. You know, कौन सी मूवी में होता है ना कौन से अपने कार्टून में होता है and then smell आता है, and in the dream also start walking. We go like that behind pakodas or something like that. And now indriyas are controlling us, and we are walking behind those indriyas. Hmm? What has to be there? Intelligence has to be control the mind, and mind has to be in the control of indriyas. Indriyas should listen, and this is the right composition of our life. Hmm? So, if we have to take control of our ratha, our chariot, what we have to do now? Logic. This is simple logic. Control the intelligence. Intelligence has to be stronger. Anybody have to uh, driven a bullock cart or the ghoda gadi at least? How many of you have done that, right? Bullock cart you have done, and the bull is powerful or you are powerful? Bull is powerful. I know, but still you are able to control the bull, right? How come? You are having the ropes in your hand. But in case you are keeping your ropes loose, what will happen? The bull will go around here and there, right? I know. But when you hold the rope tight, bull is going to listen to you. That means you have to be stronger. The intelligence, when till the time intelligence holding the rope tight, indriyas will be listening. And when as soon as you give a loose, keep it loose in the rope. And that means if we give a scope to mind to wander, indriyas also will wander. And if we keep our mind stronger in a hand and in the hands of intelligence, then body or the ratha will be in the control, isn't it? Then question is how to make this intelligence stronger. Hmm? Meditation. Okay. To make intelligence stronger is to have a strong exercise of the intelligence. You know? So any muscle which we use nicely, they will become stronger, right? The gym का experience है हमारे को ना. So this is why if we stop using, हरी बोल वो लॉक ओपन करना है डाउन नीचे से. Yeah. Okay. So if we use our intelligence stronger, if we use our intelligence nicely, or maybe we train our intelligence, then our intelligence will be in a power in a controlling position. And how to train those intelligence? By studying scriptures. Studying scripture, not simply Parayan. Another Gita Parayan kar le Prabhuji, ye Parayan kar le, Parayan nahi. You have to understand, scrutinizingly study it, why it is mentioned, why it is not mentioned. So all these things, by doing this, our intelligence becomes stronger and it can bring the mind into control. See, our situation is like, a mother driving a car and having a kid into the passenger seat. What the kid will do? Mama, look this, Mama, look that, Mama, look this, Mama, look that, and Mama will keep on looking here and there. What will happen? Accident. What Mama has to do? Mama has to keep her child silent. And at least she has to make a habit to ignore him. Because the important task is there to drive. So when Mama is very intelligent, then the child will be healthy, happy. If a child is sick, having a fever, and he keep on asking, Mama, I want to have ice cream, ice cream, ice cream. And Mama, in the attachment and the love of the child, feeds him huge amount of ice cream. What will happen? She loves the child, right? And that's why she is giving ice cream. Is it intelligence? No. Mama has to become intelligent. Hmm? When Mama is intelligent, the child will be healthy. Same way, our intelligence is stronger. We will be able to convince the mind what's right and what's wrong. Hmm? So we have to be stronger. We have to be intelligent. Then we'll be able to do it. We have seen this exercise every day in our life. How many of you keep alarm in your life to wake up in the morning? And how many of you snooze it at least 3 times before waking? This is very phenomenal time in our life. We can observe how mind is actively cheating us. I have a project to do a presentation. ऑफिस में जाके पहला presentation मेरा ही है. First presentation is mine only. And 50% PPT is done. And while before sleeping, we convince ourselves, nahi, tomorrow morning I will wake up at 6 o'clock. 1 hour I will keep the presentation ready and get fresh ready and go to the office. 6 o'clock, alarm rings. And we say, अरे 50% तो हो गया है ना. 50% I will do it in 15 minutes. Will snooze it and sleep off. After 50 minutes again it will have 50 minutes. Whereas I have half an hour still. I'll wake up and do it 50 minutes more and will snooze it. Again sleep it. And again, Arey, what is the hurry, man? I can do this project remaining thing while in the travel. बस में बैठ के कर लेंगे यार. Hmm? So we'll keep on convincing ourselves and finally we go with a half finished project only. So this is how mind will be keep on cheating us. When our intelligence is weak, we're not able to convince our mind to do right thing at right moment. And yes, intelligence will cheat us. And that's how there's a scenario of stronger senses and stronger mind and weaker intelligence. Hmm? So, how many of you feel that your mind is controlling you all the time? Isn't it? Mind is in a control, but we are not in a control. That's how Krishna explains in Bhagavad Gita. Hmm? Okay, we have understood this concept. Indriyani paranyahur indriyebhya param manah manasastu para buddhir yo buddhe paratastu saha. Okay, translation. Whose turn is this now? Mataji said, yeah. Anybody can raise the hand.
The working senses are superior to dull matter. Mind is higher than the senses. Intelligence is still higher than the mind. And he, the soul, is even higher than the
Hmm.
intelligence.
We understood this hierarchy. Who should be controlling whom? That's what exact answer Lord Shri Krishna gives. So we have to make our intelligence stronger. And who can make intelligence stronger? We. Hmm? So there is a proverb, there is one fable in American folklore. They talk about they have two dogs barking within us always. One is a good dog and one is a bad dog. The dog which we feed all the time, that dog will keep on becoming stronger and stronger and will start barking louder and louder. So which dog we have to feed, that we only have to decide. Good dog or the bad dog. And here you can understand which is the good dog and which is the bad dog. More the dog which barks louder will catch our attention. But we have to understand where to put our attention in. Hmm? So, how to control the mind? Hmm? There's a practical tip of the day. Hmm? How to control the mind? First is make the intelligence stronger. Hmm? Intelligence stronger, intelligence will be able to convince the mind what's right, what's wrong. Otherwise, mind will only convince you, "अरे नहीं ऐसा ही करना है." So we have to be stronger. We have to be intelligent. Like in the first session, I remember when Mataji was asking me a question. I don't know who was that. How to control the child, how to train the child. I gave the same answer. We have to become stronger. We have to. We have to. We should understand what is the right choice. Our Vivek Buddhi has to become stronger, and that can happen by reading scriptures, by reading Bhagavad Gita, by exposing ourselves to this transcendental literature. Intelligence becomes stronger. Hmm? The more we ignore this call to read Bhagavad Gita, the more we ignore this call to the devotees, our volunteers calling, Prabhuji, come for the classes, more we are keeping ourselves weaker and weaker. This is the classes to bring your control of your life in your hands. Hmm? And then I for involved in a positive engagement. Mind is like a kid. Kid will not sit idle, isn't it? If you ask him to sit idle, he will trouble you more. What we have to do? Intelligent parents, what they will do? They will give them positive engagement, not mobile phone in hands. You know, they will give positive engagement. They will creatively engage their kids into writing. That same way, we have to engage our mind in the positive way. Hmm? To create the skills, to enhance our strength. We have to engage our minds into those kind of activities. Hmm? People, uh, they say, okay, we have to improve the positive impressions in our heart, in our on our mind. What we have to do? We have to keep on giving positive things. There are so many negatives have come up already. Hmm? So we have seen that the red ball experiment, white ball experiment. In a jar there are so many red balls are there, and few white balls there. What we have to do? We have to keep on adding white balls. So red ball concentration will become less, and white ball will be more. Like that, you have to keep on giving positive engagement, and mind will also start acting in a positive way. And the third important thing, never trust mind. Mind will keep on telling you, "Arey, do this, do that." We have to make habit of not listening to it. Like a mother, mama experiment, yes, and mama is riding with the kid, and she's asking, "Look here, look there." We have to learn to ignore the mind. We have to always keep on telling. Mind will always tell her while chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, maybe while sitting for meditation. Mind will tell her, Baba, do this very, very important task in your life. Your project is depending on this. And so many things it will tell us, which is very, very important also. But we have to make habit to tell mind, not now. If you say no, kids na generally we do this. बच्चे जब बोलते हैं पापा वंडरला जाएंगे, what we do? हाँ जाएंगे जाएंगे, and next week जाएंगे, and next week जाएंगे. Why have to deal with the mind same way? Not right now. And after some time, I will understand. He is not going to do it. He will give it up. Kids also do that same thing, right? Kids give up. Uh, they wonder like, पापा देखे नहीं जाएंगे. So mind we have to deal like that. Never trust mind. Never listen to mind. Other people, otherwise people who are very very weak, they become like a Dhritarashtra and they will keep on listening to the mind, and they will fall. They will make their own destruction. Never listen to the mind. Hmm? And important, delete previous impressions, because we have mind has taken a lots of sanskaras previously, right? All the sanskaras will make us to do something wrong. What we have to do? We have to erase. And which is the eraser for the mind? Erasing it to our old impressions. There is no eraser exists practically apart from chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra is the only thing in the world which empowers us, empowers our the meditation. It strengthens our meditation process, and it can erase the previous impressions. Otherwise, impressions removal is not possible at all by any means. Hypnotism, nothing will work. Only chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra we can clear your old records, and you can write everything afresh. And how we have to chant? We have to chant attentively, not mechanical chanting. And our mind is our lips are vibrating dang 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 dang, and we are chanting. No, we have to chant and we are attentively hear it. And that meditation, that chanting will clear all our past sanskaras. It's very important. Hmm? So that's why we have a regime, we have a program here, chanting everyday mantra meditation. Everyday mantra meditation message comes to you, right? How many of you have seen the message every day? And you come for japa sessions, right? Please keep habit joining japa sessions either morning or evening. At least once in a while, once in a day, you can come and experience this mantra meditation. This is to help you all to chant properly and chant attentively. Otherwise, our own we are not going to chant. But when there is a call, Prabhu ji message karte hain, come for japa sessions. So we have to learn. And again, every day we have to read a shloka, Bhagavad Gita. One shloka a day will make our intelligence stronger. And finally, this devotee association is such a wonderful association where everybody is trying to break through this the illusory world. We are being controlled by somebody else, and we in a group, in a collective way, we are trying to break this myth, break this bondage, and come to the world of reality. We are living in the world of myth. but now we are trying to bring ourselves into reality. Okay? Hare Krishna. Any questions? Samaja.
Hare Krishna. So I hope you got a lot of new points and could have developed some understanding how our mind works and what all are the different elements of the mind. And so I can just slightly summarize. So maybe what is the abbreviations? What Prabhuji told. M for what it does? Mind will magnify the problems. Small problems it will magnify. And for I, infinite thoughts. So many things like Prabhu did meditation, like for 30 seconds we observe. So still, and when you sit in silence, you'll definitely observe. Mind will not let you sit silently. This work is there, that work is there. So it will definitely have a lot of thoughts. And for yes, it will jump from past what we did, what will happen in future. So it will always be this or that, but never in present. How you come in present? By chanting the holy name, it will bring you to present place. Thank you, Mataji. So then D for distraction, very distracted, difficult to control. Even Arjuna is also saying, being a so nice archer and very perfect, so much mind control he has, but still he says mind is very difficult. It's very chanchal. Okay. Then S for yes, full of stress, unnecessary stresses it will take. Prabhu showed one video also, right? How it will distract us. So similarly, so we understood how the mind is, how uncontrolled the mind is, and it will drive us crazy a lot of times. And then the solution for how we'll control the mind, what is we have to do? Make the intelligence strong. Yes, like the mother is strong, no matter how the kid is saying this and that, still kid will be safe and mother will be in less anxiety. So similarly, we have to do that. And then what we have to do is can a kid just sit silently? So mind also will not sit silently. What we have to do? Yes, positive engagement we have to give. Like our kids, we cannot make them just sit here for half an hour. They will not sit. So similarly, mind, we have to give some positive engagement. Then, and for never trust the mind. Will you trust your child? Oh, in fever, if he has some cravings for chocolates, chips, or something, will you give? No. So we have to assess whether that requirement is genuine or not, and better not to trust. And then for D for yes, how you will do that? By chanting. Chanting is the best process to remove. Otherwise, there is no way you cannot just say, oh, let us forget that. Let us forget. The more you try to forget, the more you remember. So the only process recommended for this age is chanting the holy name, Hare Krishna. Okay, so anybody has any questions? Maybe you can raise your hands. Prabhuji, I wanted to I mean, it automatically comes and it automatically moves, right? I mean, without like knowing the mind moves, right? So how to differentiate or the judgment comes automatically, right?
Judgments come automatically.
Yeah.
See, this is a activity of the mind to give always uh, some kind of suggestions and this one. It will keep on giving pop-ups, like internet we are using, and it keep on giving top pop-ups. It will keep on generating thoughts. When you are doing meditation, also you'll experience that. It will keep on giving you different ideas, new and new ideas. It is the nature of the mind. We cannot deviate it from that. We cannot stop it. Symptom of living mind or living purpose. We are a living person. That yes, we are getting thoughts. It will keep on happening. So we cannot avoid it. Only thing we can do is we can ignore it. That's all. Mind will keep on generating many thoughts, but which one to look after, that we have to understand, that we can train ourselves into that. Hmm. So that's of course when you say it happens automatically, yes, it happens automatically and it's inevitable. The only thing we can do is we have to focus. We can train ourselves into that. Okay. Okay.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Very good.
Could you give some examples of the positive engagements that was mentioned?
Okay. So positive engagements for the mind. Of course, we our mind will keep on uh, what mind wants. Mind wants to watch, keep on watching, and eyes and the reels and this and that. But instead of hovering our mind into the reels or unwanted, unnecessary images that comes over the internet, we can engage our eyes into watching the beautiful darshan of the Lord. When we absorbingly have a darshan of the Lord, our mind will not hover here and there. Mind wants to eat something palatable, but if we give him prasadam, which is very delicious and nourishing, it will not hover here. We have to give positive things for it. Mind wants to enjoy, but we have to give enjoyment which is positive. Kids want to do something, but we give them something constructive where they can learn. Same way, we can train our mind into a positive engagement, positive thoughts on this. Instead of letting hover around something which is negative, which is wrong, which is destructive ourselves. And instead of watching pawns and all these things, let us engage ourselves a little, watching little Krishna or maybe some kind of a Mahavatar Narsimha movies kind of thing. So yes, mind wants to watch. So let us engage ourselves into those kind of directions. And so this is kind of a some small example of positive engagement. And more we are stronger, intelligent, we can create some positive engagements. Hmm.
Hare Krishna. I was just curious to know if the mind and soul are connected. I mean, it's the same or different? Are they interconnected from this?
They are interconnected, as you said, very nice, but they are not the same because we are seeing the two thoughts coming from the heart, right? Our within. So one is intelligence talking, one is mind talking, and the one who is watching these two talking is the soul. One who is the one who is observing all these things is the soul, isn't it? That's why we see we are different than the mind. Mind is a tool in the hands of the soul. We can use the mind. Mind is a tool. Intelligence is also a tool in our hand. We can use it. Hmm? So we are not the mind, but we are using the mind. Okay? Very good.
Any Mataji's? Okay.
Sometimes we overthink about anything, like whether we have done it correctly or not, or whether this will affect us. So, what is the best way to come out of overthinking?
Overthinking, keep on running, running. Our processor become a hot completely. We are not able to stop it, right? So best way is we have to give an engagement. We have to engage into some actively in something. Mm. So that's how we can distract our mind from thinking on a particular which is repetitive or not useful. So give positive engagement. So keep yourself busy into something. Mm. The best way is to some active devotion act services we do. So like many times the people talk about a meditation, dhyanam, and making our mind thoughtless and all these things useless. It doesn't happen at all. Mm. Better is active engagement. Prabhupada used to say our devotees are 24 hours in the samadhi. Why? Because in 24 hours they are always thinking how to do a best service to Krishna. And being active, they are in a meditation. Being active, they are in a samadhi because they are not doing anything nonsense there. So in this way, of course, by doing active devotional services, we can avoid all this useless, unnecessary thoughts.
One more question. Like we are engaging in Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Is like we can engage in what we like any activities like drawing or cookery, like cooking.
Mm.
Is that a way also to come overthinking? Like, is that a way also?
Yeah, one way you can do that. And why we recommend Hare Krishna chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra and actually doing a devotional service is it empowers us. See, when you do a cookery and all these things, it again based on your abilities and based on how much you are able to control your mind and putting into that. You know? But when you chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, the mantra power itself empowers you to control the mind. By our own, how much ever we can control, we can control. But when mantra power is enjoined into it, we become more powerful into controlling the mind. Because controlling the mind is beyond our capacity at all. Somebody may feel that, okay, I will control the mind with this and that, vagera, vagera. But understand, mind is energy of Krishna. And it is way much powerful than what we think. You know? So better when we take our mind to Krishna, it is better control. You know? It's like a dog. Somebody's pet dog you cannot control. But the mind is a pet dog of Krishna. You can control it. Otherwise, it will bite us.
Maybe one last question we'll take. Yes.
Yeah, it is very beautiful narration today. So we talked about multiple inputs coming from both mind and intelligence, right? And at any stage of life, we may make some important decisions where we get multiple inputs coming from mind and intelligence too. And we most of the time we feel both are correct. Now, how do we make a right decision and take a conviction along and go with right one and we don't have a regret of leaving the other one?
Yeah. See, decision making is an art. It's not a simple thing. We have to understand what our mind proper mindset is there. So many things are there. This art of decision making. Sometimes we talk about it. But in a gist, I can say is don't take any important decision in your life when you are uh, emotionally sensitive. Hmm? So any decision taken emotionally or with the help of the mind and all these things, we will regret because mind will keep on changing it. Today, mind will say, okay, I like this and I want to do it. Tomorrow, mind will say, no, no, I don't want to. Mind will keep on changing. Mind has a flickering nature. It turns today something, tomorrow something else. So don't take any decision based on emotions. Always, it will always take you the repentance. Initially, it may look like that, yeah, acha lag raha hai. But afterwards, it will repent because mind keeps on changing. Best way is to take decision making has to be based on the rational and logics. Hmm. And as you said, whenever these two thoughts are coming in our mind from coming from within, sometimes it will happen like that ki both thoughts looks logical, and both thoughts will be because mind is cheating us in the showing us like showing it because mind is also very powerful. It disguises himself as an intelligence, and by asking him right questions we can judge whether this is emotion or whether this is a right intelligence. Hmm? And whenever we are confused into this state, better always take a guidance from somebody who is out of this situation, from the superior senior. From his point of view we can see things in the right. Initially we may think that his decision may not be right, or maybe his decision completely be against my will, but finally it will come right only because he's looking at the situation in a different perspective which is higher than us. Best way to take decision is to rise ourselves to the higher mode. When we are into the lower mode, where we are like when people think about rise, going out of box. Heard about it, right? We don't say we going out of the box. We have to rise above the problem to find the right solution. I know you have seen that uh, uh, Harry Potter देखा था ना आपने किसी ने? And in Harry Potter, there is a kind of a maze thing, right? And Harry Potter is running behind and is searching for the way, he's not able to find out. But we on the top, we are able to see it. Arey, Harry Potter, if go lights and right and left, he go out of these things, right? Because we are watching the scene from the top. And that's why. So, best way to rise, find out the solution is to rise above the question. We can find the right answer. And how to rise above the question when we get the maturity. What kind of maturity? Spiritual maturity brings us the right perspective. Hmm? So more we mature ourselves in a spiritual way. Material problems cannot have the material solution. Material problems can have a spiritual solution only. Spirituality can give all the solutions, all the material problems, because spirituality is higher than materialism. Okay, Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you, Subandhu, for a wonderful session today and very nice
Harish,
Q&A
Harish,
at the end. I hope many of you would have found it useful for you, and maybe Now your journey.